Hi, hello, and welcome on back to the Firefly channel for another Let's Check Out. Today, we're going to check out a game that was released in the ballpark of 24 hours ago on January 19th by a developer and publisher known as PocketPair. The game is called Palworld. From the rough estimate of what I was told, Palworld is a multiplayer, open world, craft and survive game where you befriend and collect mysterious creatures called pals in a vast world. There's like over 100 of these things with like different unique skills. I mean, this guy can wield an AK, so that's clearly something. You basically go, you build, you farm, you work, you create territory, and I guess you can defend it, especially with the PvP aspects that I've been told about. We're going to watch the official early access trailer. I'm going to give my thoughts on it. I don't really know anything about this other than what I've been told. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so we got sheep, chicken, and mutant catfish thing. All right, PocketPair being the developer and publisher. Towers of the key. All right, well, so far it feels to be themed for children because these are very cutesy creatures. Not much left to say. The environment's obviously very cartoony. These graphics are not meant to impress, which is okay. That graphics does not necessarily make a game. I mean, some of these creatures have familiar looks to them. I do like the vast difference in environments and stuff that can also showcase the various creatures that live within those environments. And I can... yeah, there's heavy Pokemon influences. We've got what looks to be a volcanic, molten environment. A hellish landscape of sorts. Now that looks like some type of, obviously like an island with all the palm trees and the beautiful blue water. I mean, look at the massive skeleton over here. So clearly the creatures in this world can grow to some insane sizes. We've got a mysterious tower of sorts off in the distance. Smoke signals. Whoa. That's a massive tree in the distance. Alright, so now we're just showcasing various... what? Okay, looks like we've got ourselves some type of AR or something. That's kind of cool. Shotguns and rocket launchers. Oh, that looked like a Pokemon. Clearly this is some type of probably open world environment. Obviously, I mean, it was already said from what I was told from my buddy here. But I mean, right now the concept of throwing, what, balls, spheres, capture cubes or something at enemies, I mean, that's straight out of Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, sure, they don't own that concept, but I mean, that's obviously a trademark of Pokemon. Just wow. So clear. Oh, bad time to pause. There we go. That's a good time to pause. Yeah, this confirms for sure. Absolutely open world. Clearly you can get around the environment with what appears to be a paraglider. That will probably make getting, you know, from places up high to down low so much faster and safer for players. And perhaps you will be able to use these creatures because they're able to fly. You might be able to use them to get around. Who knows? For the record, that totally reminds me of a Pokemon. Oh man, I hope this company doesn't get sued, because some of these do have striking resemblances. And I do like the scale. Like, this actually is a good showcase of scale right now. You know, the terrain clearly gets mountainous. It can dwarf the player and these pals, which we already know what they are. That was a Lucario if I ever saw one. Wow. So, okay, we've got open world, we've got guns, pals with guns, you've got capture mechanics. I mean, what else are we doing? That's a Pokemon. He's from Generation 4. A lot of these are Generation 4. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Now wait, is this just like one item unique to the PAL itself, or are these like different interactable, serves a purpose items, interactive structures? Okay, this must be the world building aspect, because you saw structures slowly popping up over time. We'll go back like 5 seconds or something. I mean, yeah, you can clearly just add on over time, and it looks like the pals will help the player or players go about performing tasks that you as the player may not want to do, or maybe these are just animations to appear as if they're busy, who knows. Yeah, that one's was it Dolphin from like Generation 2. Okay, so we got some character creation, presets. Obviously, you've got female up to 6 types to start with, and it's probably the same with the males, up to 6 types, no doubt. Interactivity between you and your pals. Looks like right now, it looks like it's restricted to petting based on that. So these would be like your evil treats the pals evilly team, wouldn't it? Uh-huh. Okay, so this looks like one of those towers that we saw off in the distance earlier on, so clearly those are going to be relevant in some fashion. Maybe they're going to be like boss battle towers or markers that say come here for X challenge, perhaps, maybe? Okay, so it's a level system, clearly. That's some other important information we just gleaned from that information. And you can see, I guess it's tapping away on a structure. I guess maybe they're in the process of building something. So, okay, it takes what obviously we view as the concept of Pokemon and adds a lot more depth to that. It's not just interacting in a world in very often repetitive ways. It looks like there's going to be a lot to do in this world, which would honestly make sense. It now actually shows me as a viewer, okay, this shot up, you know, to like number 2 on the Steam top most played games for a reason, clearly. That's Lucario. that is Lucario, dude. Oh man, this company's going to get sued. Honestly, actually, I don't know how copyright works in other countries, but it's safe to say that person is definitely towing some lines. But yeah, so with that trailer out of the way, obviously it's cartoony. There's not a lot to say about graphics, and there wasn't a lot about the gameplay really revealed. But for a game that was only released yesterday, as of the recording of this video, currently it's 727,000 players, and I mean that's kind of insane. I mean, it's beating out games like Dota 2, PUBG, Baldur's Gate 3, Grand Theft Auto, people. Like, that goes to show that this game clearly packs a lot into it that people want to play. 24-hour high peak was at 855,000 players. That's honestly impressive. However, we should take note, since we're observing in a somewhat real-time capacity. Let's see here. January 10 p.m. 10 a.m. It had a peak of 844,000 players, and as of roughly 5 hours later, that's only dropped, you know, roughly maybe just shy of 200, maybe like the ballpark of 150,000 players. But that's still impressive for a game that's fresh out the water. So with that being said, I wasn't going to show any gameplay. I haven't purchased the game. I'm very weary and political about early access games. And I typically will not purchase them for a long time. That being said, I believe I've showcased pretty much everything relevant, you know, about the trailer. It gives you the gist. Clearly there's something worth checking out here. Whether they face a copyright battle in the future or not, that will clearly come out in due time. But I will not take up any further of your time. So thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful day, everyone.